said, "Oh, you're recording a video. I gotta make my debut."
Oh yeah, he's over here. How y'all doing? First thing in the morning again. So I'm trying to get woke up. Well, this makes the third day not vaping, so maybe I got it about licked now as long as I don't start back sometime in the future. I ain't craving it as bad, but I'll tell you what, it's got to be the most addictive thing that I've tried to quit. Drinking's pretty daggum hard because I was drinking regular, and when I quit, I definitely had some withdrawal symptoms. Ain't no doubt about that. Kind of intense, but this vaping stuff just more is a mental thing, thinking about it, especially at certain times, like right after I finish eating something, I'll wish I had one. I want to hit it. When I first wake up, I found that was one of the biggest times I had a habit of taking a drag off of it. So when I wake up, I'll reach over there and grab it off the counter and take a drag off of it. So I've been having that craving, but it'll weaken down. Like I said, I've been through this before. I smoked cigarettes when I first got out of high school. I started smoking cigarettes. And when I started working at a regular job, I guess is when I really started smoking. Seemed like everybody was all the time taking a smoke break. And I was like, well, man, I ain't going to stand around in here while everybody else goes and stands around out back. I ain't going to stand around in here and keep working. So I started taking a smoke break. I'd bum a cigarette off one of the other guys. Well, you don't like being a bum, so next thing you know, I just bought my own pack, and then from then on I was smoking. And I at one time got bad enough I was smoking about 2 packs a day, pack and a half a day, 2 packs a day. And that went on for a good part of my 20s. And I'm 42 years old now, so that went on a good while. And I would quit, and I would try different things. I would dip or whatever, chew tobacco, but I kept using nicotine off and on up until about, I'd say 7 or 8 years ago. They had just came out with vapes, and I got one of those and started using it. And that went on. I used it for about 2 years, 3 years maybe. And then after finally I made up my mind that I was just going to have to give it up altogether. So I set about that. And like I said yesterday, I recommend the book Alan Carr's Stop Smoking the Easy Way. A friend of mine recommended that book. And it seems like I read it online or something like that, and it made a whole heck of a lot of sense. He just talks a lot about most of the nicotine addiction is mental, and that it's not a lot of the things you think will happen is just basically a myth. You got this idea built up in your brain, and basically what makes you want to smoke is smoking. That's the main effect of the nicotine addiction itself. If you smoke a cigarette, it just makes you want to smoke another cigarette, and it don't really do anything for you. It just keeps you in this cycle of constantly smoking. So anyway, that's enough about that. That's day 3, no vaping, so maybe I'll be able to keep it up. Most of this stuff on my channel's banjo playing. I don't know why I'm going on about this no smoking situation. I should play something on the banjo, I guess. It's probably what most people that's watching this channel is watching it about. I've been playing all this claw hammer stuff and all this, but a lot of people like bluegrass, banjo playing. I try to mess with a lot of different styles. Lately, I've been trying to learn that Pete Seeger thing. Maybe I should zip my pants. Like I said, it's first thing in the morning. You ain't gonna see nothing no way that you ain't already seen before. And you ain't even gonna see that, cause anyway, I'll play some kind of bluegrass song or something. I don't know. Here's an easy one. There you go. That's John Henry. I might make a little video later on kind of breaking that down a little bit and showing how to play it or something. It's just a combination of different stuff I picked up over the years. Pretty much my own style, like everybody else, based on a lot of Earl Scruggs type stuff. And one thing I can talk about on that I noticed that Earl does a lot that makes it easier to play fast songs. I wasn't playing that in very fast, but if you start getting a lot of these tunes up to a real high tempo, it seems like they would do a lot of stuff where it would break apart the roll. Instead of just having these constant Ralph Stanley type rolls going, Scruggs would break stuff apart a lot more and do stuff like on the beginning of that song, it's got the, well, you know, that whole part, it hadn't started making forward roll or any kind of roll at all. It's just pinching it. You know, it keeps splitting it apart, makes it a lot easier to play a lot of real fast stuff. So if you do it again. Split up. It doesn't have a whole lot of real constant forward roll stuff going in it. Makes it a lot easier to play up to tempo. So anyway, you can dissect those ideas and mess around with it all you want to, but I'll talk more about it later on. Try to break it down a little bit, maybe show some different ideas about it. Anyway, hope everybody has a good day. That's a little video to start off with.